Have you ever wondered what happens when your deeply held beliefs meet the demands of your workplace or public life? It is a common scenario, and knowing your rights and responsibilities is key. The factors determining reasonable religious accommodation primarily involve a careful balancing act between an individual's sincerely held religious belief or practice and the potential burden on an employer or public entity. It is not an absolute right, but rather a protection that seeks to ensure individuals can practice their faith without undue hardship. This concept is rooted in federal law, specifically Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibits discrimination based on religion. Employers must accommodate an employee's religious beliefs unless doing so would cause an undue hardship. The Supreme Court has interpreted undue hardship to mean more than a de minimis cost or burden on the employer's business. This means the inconvenience or expense must be significant for the employer to deny an accommodation request. Factors like the nature of the religious practice, its relationship to the job, and the specific needs of the business all play a part. For individuals seeking an accommodation, the process usually begins with clear communication. Explain your religious belief or practice and how it conflicts with a work requirement. Then, suggest a possible accommodation. Employers should engage in an interactive process, exploring different options to find a workable solution. This might involve adjusting work schedules, allowing specific attire, or modifying job duties. For example, a request for time off for a religious holiday should be considered unless it causes a substantial disruption to operations or significantly increases costs. It is important to remember that the accommodation does not have to be the employee's preferred option, only a reasonable one that resolves the conflict. This also includes public entities, who must similarly make reasonable modifications to policies or practices to avoid discrimination. Understanding this interactive process and the low legal threshold for what constitutes an undue hardship for an employer, often referred to as a de minimis cost, provides a clearer picture of your rights and obligations. Ultimately, grasping these factors empowers both individuals and organizations to navigate religious practices in diverse environments respectfully and lawfully. By understanding the sincerity of belief, the legal standard of undue hardship, and the importance of open dialogue, we can foster more inclusive spaces where religious freedom is genuinely valued and protected within practical limits.